University in the house. We in the house. I got the man of steel himself from Blue State.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
I'm home. Anytime we come to an HBCU and it's homecoming, I know all about this. We're at Tennessee State, home of Jefferson Street, Joe Gilliam, Hall of Famer Richard Gere and Claude Humphrey. I am so happy. Let's go. Get it loud. Get hot.
Hold it. We got a rookie in the house.
Oh, let's go.
Rookie in the house. He here.
Yes.
What's up, baby? You ready to roll?
Yeah,
we ready to roll.
Let's do what we do.
We in the house. First take live from Tennessee State. Let's kick it to the band right now, please. Listen up, y'all.
Continuing our HBCU tour at TSU. It's homecoming week at Geek, and the Tigers are ready to ball out. Come on, everybody. Get loud, get excited. First take is in Nashville.
Hey, man, what the hell was that, man? Who the fuck is that? We got a black person in this, man. Them damn migrants, they taking over everything, man. These damn migrants are everywhere, man. The fuck? Shout out to Roger Wood, man. Duck sauce, soy sauce. Salute to Roger Wood. He said 9-volt mafia strikes again. The 9-volt mafia. God, man. Make sure y'all continue to hit the like button, man. Hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, support the channel, man. Turn it up, man. I was mad at me. I ain't come live last night, man. I had some shit to do, man. I still dropped some videos for y'all, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. This is a HBCU, sort of, man.
Excited. First take is in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'm so glad I go to SSU.
All right, man. So, yeah, man. Wonderful, man. The vibes was good, man. First take, man. First take in the building, man. First take in the building. First take up in the building.
Shay coming to the house along with our girl Mollywood. What y'all gonna do?
In the club with a diamond, I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to serve. I'm going.
Yeah, play trap music, man. To represent our college, man. We got trap music representing our college.
They ain't got no perks. I'm coming out of diamonds.
Some perks and shit. Switches, man. Salute, man. Oh, okay. All right. Man, that's wonderful, man. Salute the first take showing up, man, and representing, man. Salute, man. I bet they had some great festivities up there too, man. Yo, this is awesome. Hit one if you want to see some more of the festivities, man. I mean, First Take was at Tennessee State, man. They did the daggone thing, man. Yo, if you want to see some more of the festivities, man, some more of the happenings, man, what happened there at Tennessee State, man. Hit one, man, because I bet it was a great weekend. They had First Take there, man. First Take was there, man. I'm sure, man. This is a great weekend, man. Let me bring the panel up, man, just so we can see, man. Let me bring the panel up, man, because I mean I know you guys. First Take was up there at Tennessee State University in Nashville. Man, I know these black people, man. They provided they provided the best of that Southern hospitality, man. I know they did, man. I know they were hospitable, man. I know they rolled out the red carpet, man. Salute to these people, man. Salute to these black people, man, down there, man. I'm sure they made it a very safe environment for Stephen A. and
Salute.
What's happening, man?
Just enjoying the festivities before they're rained on.
Yeah, man, it's a wonderful event, man. You got a lot of noise, Alexander, man. You watching TV, man? Come on, man.
No.
Jesus Christ, man. Let's see what else going on. He white, man. He trying to thwart with a good time we having here at fucking TSU HBCU, man. White man always come and mess things up, man.
The only
Let's see what else
problem
happened.
with it.
There's no noise here, Al.
The excitement surrounding TSU's homecoming event Saturday quickly turns to panic. Metro Police say during a street fair happening alongside the university's official parade and football game, two opposing groups opened fire at the intersection of Jefferson Street and 27th Avenue North.
I heard gunshots and I took off running.
I thought it was just fireworks, but it ended up being gunshots. And everybody.
Lord.
Man, did you hear that blondes have more fun, man? I heard blondes have more fun, man. It's just to start. She seemed to be refuting that, man.
Maybe you have to be naturally blonde.
I mean, she a box blonde, man. You know, blondes have more fun, man.
She got it out of a box.
Yeah, man.
I thought it was just fireworks, but it ended up being gunshots. And everybody was just running. And I started running, almost fell. I just thank God it wasn't me.
One woman who asked us not to show her face says she stood right next to two young victims, both shot.
It was two girls right next to us.
The last one should have. She should have told him not to show her face. But nah.
Not to show her face says she stood right next to two young victims, both shot.
It was two girls right next to us. It was a girl that was shot in the stomach and she started bleeding out, and it was a girl shot in the leg.
I just saw him load them up and I just turned my head. It was so sad.
Didn't y'all know Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp was up there this weekend, man? What's wrong with y'all, man? They could have got hit with a straight bullet, man. Cam Newton, well, Cam y'all always be on Cam's head. Y'all be whooping Cam's ass and shit.
Cam's going to have to figure out a new policy, or he's got to get one of those Pope mobiles, put him in the Pope mobile when he shows up.
Right, man. This is crazy, man. What are these black people thinking, man? First Take is there, man. This is a shame, man.
It's just sad.
10 people were shot altogether, according to Metro Police, a 24-year-old man losing his life. 3 children were also struck. One 12.
You know the fucked up part? Yeah, 3 children, man. But yeah, man. But you know what's even worse than that, man, is the fact that even though First Take made a big deal about being here for their homecoming weekend, on Monday they can't say a word about this. They can't even say, Stephen A can't take 10 seconds to say, yeah, Cowboys suck, but oh yeah, I want to also say, to everybody at Tennessee State University, our condolences and our well wishes with you, and our prayers are with you. Stay strong. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Dak Prescott, blah 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 blah. He can't do that.
That's a very interesting point. Very interesting point.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when can we expect a statement from one of them? But you covered that.
You know, I was gonna say, only 3 kids, not bad. The son
Yeah,
is,
that's right.
toning it down a little bit.
Right. I mean, I was expecting more because it's a homecoming. People brought alumni. People bring their kids, their families, their grandmothers. Everybody there. It's grandmothers there. People who graduated in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Everybody comes back. It's homecoming. But yeah, it's a damn shame. But Shannon and Stephen A, they both have podcasts. You know, they both have YouTube channels. Even on there, I wonder if they would say something about this. Just like, not even like y'all niggas, man, y'all need to stop this shit, man. Not even that. Just prayers to the victims at the homecoming we made a big fucking deal about, and we brought our whole crew down there. Prayers to the victims of the shooting that happened there. To let some black girl get called a slur allegedly in some fucking games, and they gonna talk about it for a week.
I think he's more likely to live stream a sex tape than he is to say some shit about it.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna ask me about the drugs I bought. I got.
No, hold on, man. We gonna get to that, man. We'll get to that, man. We get to that. Yeah, and listen, look at this, man. Think about it. Here's the thing, man. You gotta mute yourself, man. Jesus, man. You fucking up the show now, Alexander, man.
I can't hear any noise here.
But you have to mute yourself. I'm telling you that your noise.
Your mic is picking up whatever ambient noise is coming from just your environment.
Yeah, he gonna keep unmuting himself, man. This dude is crazy, man. I'm muting him for a reason.
He is almost famous for us.
Let me look.
Jesus Christ, man.
Look like you're about to cast a spell.
Right, man. Like, what's it? Gandalf, whatever fucking name. Here's the thing. Look, possibly, we don't know, but it's possible that someone in this crowd got shot. Or multiple people in this crowd got shot. Or they definitely know somebody who got shot. And these motherfucking Democrat, liberal, buck dancing Negroes can't get on their same show that they did this on and say prayers to all the victims. Not no speech about how messed up it is and how we got to change, because we know you ain't gonna do that. But just prayers to the victims. They can't do that. That's how woke ESPN is, and that's what wokeness is. Wokeness is not saying anything about this type of stuff, not mentioning it. That's crazy.
Also actively suppressing it.
Actively suppressing it. Acting like it's not happening.
Can you? How does it sound now?
Hey, man, we don't care, man. Just hey, just mute yourself when you're not talking, man. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, just keep the mic off when you're not speaking.
Can you hear background noise?
Yes, when anybody else is speaking but you, we can hear noise because it's coming from the sound in your browser, probably.
Oh, there's nothing here.
Okay, man, we got you, man. You fucking up the show, man.
It was a girl that was shot in the stomach and she started bleeding out, and it was a girl shot in the leg.
I just saw him load them up, and I just turned my head. It was so sad. It's just sad.
10 people were shot altogether, according to Metro Police. A 24-year-old man losing his life. 3 children were also struck, one 12 years old, the other 2 14. Numerous police and firefighters were already stationed at the street fair before the bullets flew.
They ripped off their belts.
So the police was already there.
Yeah, for all the good it did.
And you know they can't talk about this part. You know Stephen A and them aren't allowed to talk about this part right here.
Other 2 14. Numerous police and firefighters were already stationed at the street fair before the bullets flew.
They ripped off their belts and did things like use those as tourniquets because they did not have their medical bags with them.
The victim's injuries range.
Think about that.
What?
So this is the police's fault.
Yeah, it is. It's their fault. That's true.
They should have
Saving
known.
lives. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely should have known. But saving lives though, man. Stephen A he definitely can't get up there and say, I want to thank all the first responders that came and saved black lives after niggas shot up the homecoming.
For the 10,000th time at a HBCU.
Right.
Can't talk about how it's a fucking national epidemic.
Can't do that. Can't even bring light. They can't even let you know that happened. That's crazy. That's what wokeness is. The fact that that's what wokeness is insane.
With them.
The victim's injuries range from a bullet graze to critical wounds, according to Metro Police. Those who can are speaking with officers from the hospital as detectives review video surveillance from an MMPD camera already set up on the block at the exact intersection where the gunfire broke.
So they got cameras right here. That's good. But here's my thing. They're going to need cooperation at the end of the day. Who thinks that the Tennessee State University students are going to be on some no snitching shit? Press 1.
Safe bet.
You think so? You think they not snitching up there at Tennessee State University?
Yeah, the majority for sure.
That's insane. That's bonkers if they not snitching, man. If college students not snitching, that's bonkers, man. Come on, man. We need y'all to snitch. Y'all in college, man. Y'all don't have to adhere to any street code, man. Snitch, man. Let the police know who did that shit, man.
Amazing Disgrace in the chat asked a really great question. I'd like to know the answer too. Can you use a weave as a tourniquet?
I don't know. I know some of them come with headbands attached to them. Maybe you could use that head. I know you
would one of them be willing to sacrifice that in such a scenario?
Great follow-up.
That is a great point.
No, you ain't getting blood on all that.
I'm good.
Shit, it's about $350. Shoot, girl, I'm out of here.
That's a great point. Wow. That's great point, though. Yeah, and listen, I'm not even joking. I believe that would be a fucking goddamn. There'd be him and home weighing their options. Like, damn. Even if it was a friend, she'd be like, damn. Because now you bald, you got your Iverson braids and your little wave cap on and shit. You looking crazy and shit, but you saving your friend's life. Which one is more important? Jeez.
Out. Officers also found a handgun at the scene and have pinpointed one suspect so far.
We are confident that at least one of the persons who is at a local hospital was involved in the actual gunfire, was shooting, had a gun.
See, back in the day, I went to Tennessee State. It wasn't nothing like this. Nothing like this.
Who believes
it?
that?
Is sad. It is really sad out here.
Who believes that?
It's a little hard to believe.
I don't.
I would only believe that if she was like 200 years old. And I'd be like, all right, they were slaves back then. But ain't no way in the world. She lied through her fucking teeth. Of course it was like that back then.
Yeah, no, she wants to demonize the next generation. She wants to pretend like it's just the youth and it's not bigger than that.
Yeah, this is the 70s or the 80s. She probably what? She's probably 60. Let's say this woman was 60. She was in college in the early 80s or something like that. Yeah, man, it was like that, woman. Stop it.
It is sad.
Oh, Ricky Smiley looking at. Let's see what else they got to say about this, man. Let's see the cops, man. I know they got cops.
Man, I gotta say this. I'm still every day amazed how it's never a dull day. Cause some men don't take days off, Chief.
Nope.
2 hours ago, there was a gunfire that erupted here at the corner of Jefferson Street and 27th Avenue North. At this point, there are 10 victims that have been confirmed to have been involved in that gunfire, one of which is deceased. 5 of them were transported from the Nashville Fire Department to local hospitals. 5 others were dropped off by private vehicles. And at least some of those that were injured at area hospitals are also suspected to have been involved in the gunfire. That's all we have at this point. I'll also turn it over to Kendra Loney from the fire department.
Smash. Cop smash.
So as stated earlier, there was an event here that unfortunately interrupted what was otherwise a fun and eventful day for a lot of people here today. We had Nashville Fire Department crews that were staged throughout this area because they were here participating earlier in the TSU parade. And so they were right at this corner of Jefferson and 27th from earlier events, just participating in some community engagement with our community. As that gunfire erupted, our crews were right here where that occurred. They recounted some moments from earlier this afternoon where they said that it just sounded like fireworks that were happening until they realized that it wasn't. And similarly to everyone else, they reacted. I imagine that they were shocked for a moment until they realized what was happening. And with the rest of the crowd, what first responders do differently, though, is they react and they respond. They looked around and there were multiple people who had been hit by that gunfire, people who were innocent in this act that interrupted and disrupted this day. And then they quickly got into action. Our personnel recounted to me some moments where they ripped off their belts and did things like use those as tourniquets because they did not have their medical bags with them. Again, they were there trying to enjoy this day with everyone else, a part of some community engagement. They were right there alongside the persons who were hit. It could have been one of them. And unfortunately tonight, it was 10 persons in our community.
If we were being
As
realistic,
Brooke alluded to earlier,
you know,
some of those persons were involved in that disruption of this day.
you know, if we were being realistic and looking at actual data, they would be there with a fucking SWAT team and an MRAP. Like, Black HBCU homecoming parties are one of the most shot up events, you know, in the country's history.
Yeah.
They account for like 100 of mass shootings every year.
Snipers on the roofs.
It's one of the most common things in the country as far as shootings goes.
It's true. That's true. HBCUs.
There are more black. There are more people killed in black more people shot, I will say, in black HBCU shootings every year than white mass shooters in
But
total.
but why is that though? I wonder.
Because there's a large concentration of
White
black
supremacy,
people.
white supremacy, man. Um,
I think we should ban the colleges.
yeah,
They're a
man,
hazard.
that's the only way.
It really bothers me that this school is in Nashville, because Nashville is like our Atlanta.
Yeah, Nashville's a great sound, man. I was there a few years ago. It's very nice. I'm talking about very nice, man. Got to go to the Grand Ole Opry, man. I think that's in Donaldson. It's not in Nashville, so it's like right outside of Nashville. But yeah, downtown Nashville's very clean too, man.
Yeah, Nashville was cool, but I just feel like it wasn't enough. Some people, you know.
Oh no, there's plenty of them now. There's plenty of them. They just not like downtown because it's a country music capital of the world. It's a lot of white tourists and they keep it real nice downtown. They keep it nice around the Grand Ole Opry. But the other places I didn't really get to go to those other places, but I've heard that they're very very much like sun areas everywhere else.
And while we don't
How were the
wish
microaggressions when
any
you went?
ill on anyone,
Yeah, I mean, white people were having fun, and so that's as a black person, I hate to see that.
It's triggering.
Yeah, man, triggering, man. They having fun and just with their families and frolicking, man.
we are upset. We are angry about that disruption. We are angry that there were persons whose days were disrupted, that the innocence in this event was taken away, and that lives were endangered. We don't know what the final number will be for victims, but we are grateful at this point that it's not higher. It could still raise. We're also grateful that first responders, law enforcement, and fire and EMS personnel were on the scene. They were already here so that they could respond. We're very, very thankful for that because it could have been worse. We're hoping that those critical injuries don't become fatal, as one has already become fatal. We're hoping that that's not what we're reporting later on. And we're hoping that the story remains what it is now. There are people that may still be responding to hospitals, so those numbers may change. We did transport 5 persons from this scene. We also transported 1 NFD personnel as it was unrelated medical emergency, but that did occur as well. And so that's the information that we have to provide at this time.
Just to clarify, no one from the fire department was actually shot or injured.
That's correct. No one from the fire department was injured with a gunshot wound. It was a medical emergency that was unrelated to the gunfire. But I think that seeing something like this today impacts you regardless. So we are thinking about anyone who was impacted. Even hearing this when you're in a crowd trying to enjoy something like this, we're thinking about anyone who had to experience that today.
Kendra, do we know how many people were out celebrating?
I think that MMPD may have a better count of that going forward, so that may be information that's able to be provided later.
Not a word about suspects.
Not a word. That's crazy.
10
That
people
is
shot.
right.
How many were killed?
Just one.
One. Yeah,
Oh, that's not too bad. 1 for 10. The summer, not
We're
bad.
grateful.
yeah. I mean,
Usually they're like 0 for 10.
That's status quo, man.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I take it back. I stand corrected.
Shooting 10% from the field, man. That sounds like about right, man. Let's see. What the? Oh yeah, TikTok, man. Forgot about TikTok. I gotta see what they saying on TikTok about this, man. I know that they activists over there, man, on TikTok, man. They would definitely be talking about this.
It would be nice, man, if some people could have an adult conversation about this. It's like one that mattered. Like how they talk about stupid shit. Like,
It would probably end in a shooting.
That's true.
Fair.
The conversation about shootings would end in a shooting.
But you know how like they dodge people out and they're like, you know the stupid shit they're worried about? Just one
Yeah.
time, man. Talk about this one. Fuck it, why not?
It's sad because nowadays that we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing. We can't have fun, go outside, have fun, no nothing. And it's kids around. It's very sad that this kind of incident has happened.
2 hours ago, there was a gunfire that erupted here at the corner of Jefferson Street and 27th Avenue North. At this point, there are 10 victims that have been confirmed to have been involved in that gunfire, one of which is deceased. 5 of them were transported from the Nashville Fire Department to local hospitals. 5 others were dropped off by private vehicles.
Well, as stated earlier, there was an event here that unfortunately interrupted what was otherwise a fun and eventful day for a lot of people here today. We had Nashville Fire Department crews that were staged throughout this area because they were here participating earlier in the TSU parade.
You sure can dance.
Hey, so I live in Nashville, and right now this is TSU's homecoming. Yesterday was our parade. This is my second time. I've been here 16 years, and I've only been to the parade last year and this year 2 times. After the parade, a few hours after the parade, there was a mass shooting, and a lot of people got hurt, injured, shot, kids. It's sad. It's so sad. This is just made it now. Like, I'm not ever going back. Praying for the families. This is scary. Watching the news and watching family.
He'll be
Oh,
back.
it's scary.
He'll be back.
They gonna end up taking everything from us. Eventually, y'all not gonna be able to do nothing. Nothing. Hey, y'all.
What?
So I live in Nashville, and right now
It's very subliminal.
Stranded. Stranded. Let me fuck some. I mean, heat. Come on.
Yikes.
Look at the comment. It says too many us.
Too many us. Yeah. A lot of bopping going on there.
Oh man,
It's like if they have
Yeah, like
if they
no
have too
who.
much fun, then the shit pops off.
It's like who saw this coming, right?
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I think overall it was a good event, man. I'm not gonna let 10 people getting shot. You know what I'm saying? Put a damper on it, man. You know what I'm saying? seemed like it was a good event overall, man. Things happen, man.
You know what? That's your DNA coming through. You know.
Yeah, man. Things happen, man. Like, shit. What do you expect, man? Like, think about it, man. 11 people could have got shot. 12 people could have got shot. Think about the
Right,
price
right.
tag, man.
People get shot, you know. Kids get shot, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, stop being so negative, man, y'all, and stop. Y'all wouldn't judge white people by that, man. By that same metric.
You know what? You're onto something. I think what we're doing is we're judging it through the lens of Western civilization. You know.
Exactly. And we are not part of Western civilization, man. We are something different, man. We foreigners in the foreign land, man.
Behind enemy lines.
Yeah. College girls, man. Ain't nothing like college girls though, man. When you young, college girls is nice, man. I give them that.
They some hoes.
Yeah, I mean, so, to some degree, but I mean, it's just a good time, man. It's like, we fall in love and shit, man. You young and shit, you got that, your young energy and shit.
Yeah, I don't know about falling in love, but I feel you though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So this is the type of music that they were playing at the HBCU. Let's see what.
In that Maybach, I be feeling like Rick Ross, baby. She can tell I'm getting.
Yeah, man, this is the story. This is the story, man. I mean, the fun that was had, man. You guys are Debbie Downers, man.
Have we seen any tweets from like conspiracy theorists saying it was some gliders?
I don't know. I don't think they could do that with this one, man.
You know what though?
Oh, sure
Like,
they can.
I think on a serious note, I wonder what happened and why they kicked them out.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, man. They kick homie out, man. Homie stayed, man. Homie was just, whatever he was doing, man. It obviously, I mean, like, literally, in hindsight, obviously wasn't worth kicking him off. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like it was, the juice was not worth the squeeze, man. There was what's your case? Cause what do you call it? A crisis or a controversy at HBCUs last year, man. That was very, very sad, man. Salute to all you guys. Continue to hit the like button, man. The only people talking about this. I don't. Is anybody else talking about this on the internet, man? Shout out to R5D4, man. It says shots ring out, gunfire erupts, and bullets fly. Facts.
Well, you know what, man? I agree with you, but I really, really hope that I'm gonna be optimistic. That Stephen A. talks about it. He might. I doubt it, but you never know.
I seriously doubt he can't. Like,
He
yo,
used to,
mention
especially
that.
before elections. You know.
Yeah, to mention that this is what goes on there and shit, and it's how these niggas act and shit. Nah, man, it's going. It's. Let's see about the crisis that happened a couple years ago at HBCUs. That got a lot of attention.
At least 13 historically black colleges and universities have been facing serious bomb threats over the last 2 days. The FBI has investigated these bomb threats, and luckily no bombs have been found. However, classes have already been canceled. Students have been forced to attend classes online, virtually, as a result of these threats. And it creates a sense of terror, a sense of fear among these students who are just attempting to go to school and get their education. The first round of threats started on Monday of this week. The second round came a day later, meaning today. The schools that received threats on Tuesday include Coppin State University, Jackson State University, Mississippi Valley State, Morgan State, Alcorn State, Kentucky State. I mean, the list goes on and on. Again, luckily, there have not been any bombs found. And luckily, the FBI is investigating this and, more importantly, looking for the perpetrators, the individuals who have issued these threats. But this is what we're dealing with in America. The FBI doesn't want to just speculate in regard to what the motive is, but we've seen, these targeted cases where synagogues have been targeted, where black colleges and universities, Howard University, for instance, received the threats 2 days in a row. And this is the third threat that they've gotten in 1 month. This is what we're seeing across the country. Sometimes the threats are actually carried out. Other times they appear to be empty threats, but you can never be too sure because political violence has become commonplace in this country.
Yeah, so in this particular case, they haven't solved who did it yet. And sometimes it turns out to be someone you didn't expect. But overall, what's the pattern? The pattern is white right-wingers who are trying to terrorize anyone they view to be opponents, either people on the left or minorities. And so
he's already identified that it was a white person without any proof.
Yeah, he does this kind of shit all the time.
And Anna has now gone MAGA. Have you noticed?
Yeah, he associated it with MAGA, and
no, Anna is far in. She's left the left.
And this was.
He's talking about the woman on there.
Yeah, this is this is crazy that those bomb threats were instantly thrown in the lap of white people in MAGA.
Is it likely to be that? Yeah, of course it's likely to be that. It's fairly obvious. And this is
yeah. But my only thing about what he just said, Ak, is okay, fine. Can we make that same connection when it comes to shooting, you know what I'm saying? Like to shooting random motherfuckers, to straight bullets? Can we? That's all I'm asking. I'm a fair man.
I'll show you what happened with the investigation. FBI, of course, anytime there's black people in a slur or anything like that, the FBI gets involved, which, in this racist country.
The Justice Department?
Yeah, the Justice Department got involved. It's crazy, man. Apparently
I just hate how that motherfucker can say that shit. Not that a fucking, but he can't make the connection the other way around.
A minor will be charged with making dozens of racist threats. So how convenient. It's a minor, so we don't have to disclose the picture. It's just a minor.
Oh my God.
Why not say white minor? If
It
was race, why not just say white minor? It was a white.
They would have said white, 100%.
Not sure they're allowed to identify anything about them, but they would if they wanted to.
I'm pretty sure they would say.
Meanwhile, hundreds of blacks have been shot at HBCU homecomings. Between the time that this article was written, they found this kid, and now.
Yeah, exactly. It says the main suspect of most of the racially motivated is a single minor. It's just one kid that did all of them. But think about it. It was supposed to be like this big MAGA conspiracy. Even if the kid's white, it was one kid. According to the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Wow. Unbelievable.
Form of cross burning. It's the modern version of it. Remember, the cross burnings didn't kill people. They killed people in other ways, lynchings, etc. But the cross burning was meant to terrorize you and to intimidate you. And so now, even if there are no bombs, everybody in those universities are told you might die today. There's a bomb threat and you're to stay in your dorms, etc. And you have effectively terrorized those people. And the bomb threat is the assault. It is the cross burning. And so now, why is it happening more these days? This is a pretty spectacular case of it. Well, it's because this type of stuff is done to people on the left all the time. And if they don't have power, law enforcement completely ignores it. And so the right wing is now used to it. Now you out there in the real world never see it, so you have no idea what we're talking about. But progressives are targeted by the right wing like this fairly regularly. And since there's never, ever any consequences, they probably think, oh, it's no big deal. Now we'll do it to black colleges and terrorize more people on a large.
Wow.
Yeah, never any consequences.
What a
Right
piece
wingers.
of shit.
So I assume they have some degree of power.
What a piece of shit. How can he?
It's sounding like Jasmine Crockett. It's all white supremacists.